गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल ऑफ़ यू। और सबसे पहले मैं दीनदयाल जी को बधाई देना चाहता हूं उनके समिट के लिए। और आज हम लोग का सौभाग्य रहा कि हम लोगों ने नितिन जी को सुना, उसके पहले नीरज सिन्हा जी को सुना हमने। और नितिन गडकरी जी अपने आप में, जहाँ तक मेरा मानना, सब लोग इससे इत्तेफाक रखेंगे कि ही इज़ अ गो गेटर काइंड ऑफ पर्सन एंड इज़ अ मास्टर पीस इन गेटिंग थिंग्स इम्प्लीमेंटेड इन ए राइटफुल मैनर। तो वी हैव लिसन टू हिम ऑल्सो ऑन फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन. Now here I would like to start the discussion on a slightly different note. You see, the financial inclusion, a lot has been going on in a discussion since yesterday morning. Actually, it was started long back in 2005, and a significant work has been done in recently last 6 or 7 years. और आज हम सभी लोग जो बैठ के यहाँ पे फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन की बात कर रहे हैं, to best of my understanding, the role of public sector banks is immense. They have done a wonderful task by opening such a huge number of account. और जहाँ तक मेरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, the real banking facilities also being provided in entire country of India. The significant work has been done by the public sector banks if you compare the network of their branches with private sector banks. I hope Rajiv ji and everybody will agree to this. And these public sector banks are the banks who have implemented all government schemes, including is this Jan Dhan Yojana, which is the very backbone of this financial inclusion. अभी राजीव जी बात कर रहे थे कि we need to take this financial inclusion to the next level. Presently, we are operating at a different level, and the basic objective is to reach to the last person of a country. So definitely we need to take it to the next level. And he was saying that the United Bank of India had a deposit of CASA more than 52%, and that was very high due to the kind of behavioral aspect of the people of the eastern part of our country that includes West Bengal, Assam and all that. They are more deposit-oriented people. They are not in the habit of getting loan and like that, and that was the reason. Maximum scam happens because of that. But if you look at, जैसे राजीव सर ने बात कही थी कि फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन में सिर्फ बैंक अकाउंट खोलना इज नॉट द पर्पस एंड दिस इज नॉट द एंड टू द फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन. फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन वी नीड टू इंश्योर कि दैट पर्सन यूटिलाइजेज ऑल द फैसिलिटीज अवेलेबल लाइक अवेलमेंट ऑफ द लोन, and they are taking loan, doing business and growing their business, and their standard of living and their gross income is increasing on an annual basis. So that will be the real financial inclusion. To understand financial inclusion in a different manner, my understanding about India and Bharat is, I'm just trying to discriminate India versus Bharat. India lives in metro cities or tier 1 cities, and what I feel is the Bharat lives in tier 2 or tier 3 cities and villages. India still lives in villages. And financial inclusion is being made with the objective to get the people of the villages in the process of the growth. We all are having discussion on a financial inclusion. We also need to introspect ourselves ki how we can contribute towards better financial inclusion of our country. We are doing, and we have got the habit of discussing a lot. If something is not moving in a rightful direction, so we do have somebody to blame for and to criticize some people or some organization or local authority or state government or central government. But we as an individual, we also have certain responsibilities towards our nation, towards our society. We can also contribute in a very significant manner for effective financial inclusion of our country. आपके घर पे भी, हाउस होल्ड में भी लोग आते होंगे, डोमेस्टिक हेल्प के लिए लोग आते होंगे, कपड़े प्रेस करने के लिए आते होंगे, सब्जी वाले भी होंगे, जिससे हम इंटरेक्ट करते हैं डे टू डे बेसिस पे. हम उनसे कभी भी नेक्स्ट लेवल की बातचीत करते ही नहीं हैं. वी आर सो फॉर्मल. वी आर नॉट कंसर्न कि हाउस लिविंग सिचुएशन ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इज, हाउ मेनी चिल्ड्रन दे हैव, कैसा चल रहा उनका. एंड वी कैन हेल्प देम फॉर गेटिंग इनटू फाइनेंशियल. उनका आप बैंक अकाउंट खुलवा सकते हो, उनका आप ITR भी फाइल करवा सकते हो अगर इनकम अच्छी है, सो दैट दे कैन गेट लोन ऑल्सो एट द टाइम ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट. तो दिस विल ऑल्सो बी at individual level, this contribution may sound very little, insignificant, but collectively if you involve all of us into this process, I am more than sure this contribution will become a very significant in taking this financial inclusion to the next level. And if you look at the disparity between the deposits and advances of the banking sector, जैसे राजीव सर से बात अभी डिस्कशन कर रहे थे वो, and particularly United Bank of India, their deposits are huge. So generally what's happening, कि Bharat is saving money. They are creating deposits for the bank, and India, we the people which are living in the metros and the top town cities, we are utilizing as a borrowing. So we are basically growing our business on the deposits of that rural or B or C class segment cities people. But real financial inclusion will make sense, much more sense, once people of that category, that locality starts taking loan and doing their own business and taking their livelihood to the next level. Now I won't take much time, just a small example, the benefits of what you call financial inclusion. In eastern UP, there is a district called Gazipur. That is not a very developed district. I also belong to eastern UP. My hometown is Varanasi, and that Gazipur is adjacent to Varanasi. I have been to that place many times due to my some engagement over there. So I have seen financial inclusion taking place in a Gazipur district in a very, very fantastic manner. And what was the key? They have done it through self-help groups, and the lead was taken by the bank, Union Bank of India, जिसके director राजीव जी बैठे हुए हैं यहाँ पे, and the beautiful coordination by the local administration. And putting it together, they have worked in a very integrated manner, and they have taken a financial inclusion to entire Gazipur district in a fantastic numbers. They have done it a lot. Now they are started borrowing also from the banks with the help of self-help groups and all that. So if we work in a comprehensive manner, then the development is different. And when we work in a piecemeal manner, then the results may not be that great. Always right hand should know what left hand is doing, or left hand should know what right hand is doing. In most of the organizations also it has been observed that we are not working in a very comprehensive and cohesive manner. With these words, I would like to conclude.